Hello, everyone. I am lovely Alston. I am the CEO and owner and operator of Onyx Urban Media Group, and this is OnSight. Doing an award show, well, honestly, I've always had a desire to direct an award show. When I would see an award show on TV, I would just be like, dog, I would love to be like that person, be like, all right, camera one, all right, camera two, you're on, like, I was like, yo, I want to do that one day. That would be so dope. But I never thought about actually having my own award show, but I was like, all right, so like, why not? Because
Absolutely.
I said, okay, I want to acknowledge, of course, yeah, I have this platform, but I would still like to further acknowledge these artists.
Mhm.
So Onyx Urban Media Awards is based on giving these artists this a real heavy trophy, okay? This not some like little light thing. Like here, little plastic.
You wouldn't made the Super Bowl type joint, huh?
Them things was not cheap.
Got you.
And they have their name engraved on it and the whole 9 yards. So
Nice.
we went through like the whole process of, and it's I've been working on this for like almost a year and a half now. Like just thinking about it, how I should do it, designing the right or finding the right type of trophy, the voting process. It was like I'm brand new at doing all of this. Like I've never done any of this before, but I've never allowed me not knowing how to do something stop me from doing something, because everybody got to learn something for the first time.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like if people be like, oh, I don't know, and they won't do it. I'm like, okay, and learn. It's not that hard, but people just are so like, oh, I could never. And I'm like,
I just think we get too comfortable. Like,
you think so?
With anything that we don't know, there's some level of fear. And you know, we're gonna have to work for it. Nothing is gonna come easy with something that you don't know.
Exactly.
And that's when we've been doing a thing for so long. It's comfortable. We know it. So we'll just stay right here and we can continue to coast. And but that doesn't help us get to the next level.
Exactly.
And from everything that you've said so far in the interview, starting Purpose TV and then letting that manifest and grow into Urban Onyx, and then the award show taking place and being birthed, like it's just all growth. It's all stepping out of your comfort zone and saying, okay, I want to continue to be a creative because I've always been this person.
Always been a creative.
So
exactly.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Man, it's been an interesting journey. But one thing about me, and people be like, oh, you're so strong and you just so determined. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And it was like, how are you not afraid to do anything? I'm like, I'm afraid. I'm terrified.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, I'm terrified.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful for you to say, because I think a lot of us, we get in these positions and people see us doing well and they want to know how we got to that point. But we rarely ever say, yo, I struggled. It was hard. Like, you don't see the years and years and years of the grind and sacrifice I had to make to get to this 15 minutes that you're praising me about. So no, I mean,
exactly.
And we'll even go back, because you mentioned that throughout this entire process of you being a business owner and an entrepreneur, you maintain a regular 9-to-5 job.
Yes.
So, and I mean, I've definitely done it myself. So speak to the people that have that ambition to step out on their own. How did you overcome that fear or that mindset? How did you develop that mindset? Let me rephrase. How did you develop that mindset to continue to press while you're on your 9-to-5 and still continue to build your own thing?
Let me tell you what it is. For me, at the end of the day, I always look at the end of my life.
Right.
And I say, Keisha, is this something that if you were on your deathbed, you say you wish you'd done? I'm doing it. Because at the end of my life, I'm not leaving nothing on the table.
You don't want to have those what if thoughts.
Exactly. I'm not having any what ifs. I am having, okay, I did this. It either worked or it failed.
Right.
And that's another thing. Stop being so afraid to fail at something. So what if you failed? So what? I know people are so afraid to fail at something. And it's just, and I get it. I get it. Nobody likes that feeling of failing. Nobody likes that. Okay. But at the end of the day, it was really for me, my desire to accomplish whatever it was that I put my mind to do was greater than my fear. At the end, I just made, in my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, I am terrified to do this, but I'm not going to stop. Okay. So it's either it's going to work, it's going to make it, or it's going to fail. It's only two options.
Right.
And at the end of the day, is failing going to kill you? No, it's not.
True
All
indeed.
right. So you're never going to know until you try.
Until you try.
And so
Absolutely.
that's my motto. You're not going to know unless you try. And you're going to miss out on so many amazing opportunities and ventures and everything. And because that goes across the board. I know people who are too afraid to get on an airplane or a ship. You know what I'm saying? But you want to go to Jamaica?
Right.
Like, okay, how you gonna get there? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, people have to get over their fear or just make their desire stronger than their fear.
That's good.
Fear is just not just, I mean, it's even in the Bible. I mean, we're in a Bible Belt country. Okay, fear is not of God. It says it clearly. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people of faith who are super afraid to do something. I'm like, no. Even my mom, she'll just be like, you ain't afraid to do nothing, are you? Yeah, but I'm not going to let it stop me.
Why am I going to
I'm not going to let it stop me, ever.
And I think in the age of social media, like I know I've seen the meme that says success is only one step past failure.
There you go.
People need to really pick up on that mindset. Like you can do anything. Just because you failed doesn't mean that it's like you said, it's not the end all.
It's not.
That just means we didn't figure it out this time.
Thank you. And honestly, that goes right to my magazine. Okay. I have Onyx Urban magazine now. Okay. Look, this is number 4. Listen, I failed 3 times before this. But the thing about failure is you have to learn the lesson.
Truth.
What did you learn in that failure?
Absolutely.
It doesn't mean you failed and you give up. It means, okay, if it's something that you really want to do, you failed because, okay, what is it that you did wrong? Or what is it that you could do better?
Right.
Or figure it out. Now, I had a huge desire to do this magazine. That's why I kept getting back to it.
Right.
But what I had to learn is, Keisha, sweetheart, you are one person with a job and a single mom. But at the time I was, I've been married for a year and a half. You can't do it all, boo. You can't. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow right there. That was very hard because I'm a determined female, okay? And I'm just like, I'm gonna do this, and then I was just like, oh my God, I can't. I don't like saying I can't do something. So I was like, okay, you're gonna have to figure this out a different way. And I said, Keisha, if you're going to launch this magazine again, you're gonna have to have writers. You're gonna have to. And I was like, well, Lord, I can't pay nobody right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't pay nobody. So I put a call out on social media and I was like, look, and I'm very upfront. I cannot pay you. I will give. And the thing is, I do give my writers, money, what I'm saying? I do give them money just as an appreciation, but a whole, like, I'm paying you this amount, I was like, I can't even commit to that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not there yet. The magazine, it really isn't making money like that yet. But I know it will, and I know it has the potential to do that, but if I'm able to invest more time into it, I know that it can grow a lot more. But again, that's hard because I got so many other things going on. However, another thing I learned was you cannot produce a magazine every single month. You're just not there yet. If I did not have a day job, I probably could. But that's my reality right now. And I do it every 3 months. I produce one every 3 months. I have writers that give me amazing articles. Oh, nice. My writers are so awesome. I love them so much. I got Angel Baby Pen. She is the cover writer. I made her, she has years of experience of writing that I can't even match. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just honored to have her on my team because I'm like, yo, she's so experienced. She's so amazing. And I was like, would you do me the honor of being the cover writer? And she was like, yes. I was like, oh my God. You know, I'm so humbled at everybody who decided to invest their time into my project. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course. And I do everything I can to give people acknowledgement. You know, like, yo, y'all are amazing. Y'all are awesome. Lanisha and Onyx Urban Media Awards. We do have we're giving out an award for Podcast of the Year and for Writer of the Year for the magazine.
Nice.
And
okay.
so it's just all about acknowledging and honoring those, who have given so much to my brand, which they didn't have to do. And that's what I'm really humbled about. Like people didn't have to submit music to me. Like I was a brand new station. I mean, nah.
But at the same time, you're offering an opportunity. Yeah. And I think, like, even for us in the OnSight platform, this was an opportunity to bring awareness to somebody that has ties back to our community.
Yeah.
And B's the events that are going on in the community. And it also gave us an opportunity to get out, our production work.
Yes.
So I think people, when they see there's a true opportunity, it's not with selfish intent, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's to build up that common goal. Yeah. Then we find those people, and the response that we get is just amazing. Like you were thinking that people wouldn't come on board because you didn't have the finances at that point.
Right.
But in turn, they were looking at, well, maybe this is what I need to put on my resume so I could get to a point to where I'm the cover writer of, XYZ magazine.
Yeah.
So
they can definitely have that label. I have several people, and it almost brings tears to my eyes that say to me, like, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I can't do this without you. You know what I'm saying?
Truth
like
indeed.
it's a whole back and forth. Like, listen, like I need you. We need each other. Mm-hmm. Let's build this thing. You know what I'm saying? I have Lanisha, I have to shout her out because she's been consistent. She said, I've never written anything, of course, stuff in school. She's like, I've always had the big desire to be a writer and to write for a magazine. And you gave me that opportunity and that platform. And when I tell you, I have seen this child grow in her writing. Oh, I'm so proud of her. I am. And then another thing, she always wanted a podcast. She was always too afraid, didn't know how to do it. I was like, girl, let's make it happen.
Right.
She got one of the dopest podcasts I have.
There you go.
So I'm honored again to have a platform that I can give to people. Like, listen, you want a podcast? Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's just make this happen. I do encourage my podcasters to try to get some sponsorship so they can get some money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, don't do this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give you the opportunity. I'm not, but yeah, just definitely make some money out here. Like, there's money to be made. You know what I'm saying? I need to be talking to myself on that too. I'm just the worst when it comes down to that.
No,
it's my heart is in it. And that's, sometimes when you are very passionate about something and it's not about money for you, you forget that you need to get paid too. Right. And that's where I'm at.
I think
still trying to learn that part. I was like, okay, just come on, let's do it. Like, okay, so I got to give you money. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
But definitely when you get to that point, then it's truly you're doing it for the love of the art, and it's not about the money. And once we reach that point, in happiness in our field, then the money is just overabundant. So.
Exactly. I encourage, and it still goes back to purpose. I really feel like if people find their purpose in life, that it will be a better society as a whole. Absolutely. Because a lot of people are not happy because they don't know their purpose, or they just don't know what to do. They're just living every day and just surviving. And I'm like, that's not a way to live. You know what I'm saying? Just find either your purpose or what makes you happy or gives you joy. Just go for that. Even if you do it on a part-time basis or just do it as a hobby, whatever, bring that joy in your life. Like, I came to this earth to like really understand joy and happiness and to live in it. And that's why it's such a drive. It's a huge driving force for me. And that's why, like money is great, but it's never been my focus or my goal. I want to live in the most joy and happiness, pure happiness as possible.
Absolutely.
And I want everyone else to as well. And I feel like if I am able to just convey that message and it helps someone to increase the quality of their life, then I've done what I'm supposed to do.
Amen. Our job was done.
Yeah.
If we can touch one, that's what the Bible says, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
It. Yeah.
Good
Man,
deal. Good
so
deal.
the award show is October 15th here and Spring Lane Cinemas.
Absolutely.
I talked to him about it and I was like, yo, he was like, it would be amazing if you could do it here. And I was like, heck yeah, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was going to have it at the Civic Center. And honestly, it's my first show. So I kind of didn't know how many people were going to even want to come. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have your doubts as well, always. But because it's your first, I know things have to have time to grow. So the reality is, it's your first, it takes time for people to know about it and the whole 9 yards. So I was going to have it in the auditorium of the Civic Center first. And I had paid the deposit the whole 9 yards. But then I started getting a lot of responses. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. I was like, oh, okay, I might need a bigger venue.
Right.
And I just wasn't sure if I was there financially enough to get the bigger part of the Civic Center. So I knew someone had an event here at the theater. Right. And I was like, oh, you can have events at the movie theater?
Absolutely.
I was like, oh my God, wait a minute, hold on. Let me think about this. So I asked them what the capacity was, and it was like, it's 300. And I was like, okay, that's more than what I was going to have at the Civic Center. So let's make it happen, And so that's how I ended up here. And Jared is amazing. He's the general manager here at Spring Lane Cinemas, and he allowed us to do this video as well. So thank you, Jared.
Yeah, shout out to Jared.
Jared is amazing.
It's a good contact to have if you're in the Sanford area.
Exactly. And I do have some other media outlets coming. It's gonna be like red carpet, VIP area. The performances, it is so many. When I start asking, listen, I'm just being so honest on this show. When I start asking people, I just kind of got out of hand a little bit. I was like, okay, I want this person to perform. This was, next thing you know, it was like 15 performances. It's like a lot. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
so off the top of your head, like, can you name some of these performers? Because, some viewers might be interested or never heard of some of these cats. So can you turn them on to some new music? That's, we do this for the urban culture. So
we have, let's start with Sanford. We have Tiara Martin. She's performing. She's a beast in the gospel music industry.
Yes,
indie gospel music. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. We also have Gene Hoskins. I think that if I'm not mistaken, that Gene is Tiara is one of her mentors.
Okay.
He is incredible. One of the biggest voices around here. I don't think he gets enough acknowledgement. But if I'm not mistaken, I think he's either in Durham or Raleigh.
Okay.
So he's local. As far as performances, we have Christian Anderson, and I'm thinking about gospel at this moment. We have Jay Taylor. Nice. He has a group named it's a network named ICANN, and they are a group of indie gospel artists. Okay. And so he's going to have a whole segment where he's going to bring on some of the ICANN members, and they're going to perform, and that's going to be the closeout. We also have Kazi 4 Letters. I don't know if you heard of Kazi before, but he is dynamic. We have he's a rapper.
Okay.
We have OC from NC. Oh, I don't know if you heard of him, but oh my God.
Again, that's the whole point of doing this, because these artists that we haven't heard from, we're going to get turned on to some new music.
I think he's in Burlington, but he's been performing all over for a while. So he's insane. We got Mr. Rozzy. I don't know if you know him. Hip Hop Is Not Dead. Man, we got Leisha. She only wants to go by Leisha, so I'm just going to go Leisha. Leisha used to be the background singer for Fantasia.
Oh, yeah, nice.
She's like that. She's a beast for real. Now we got some people coming from Atlanta. We got Shred TVT. He's a rapper as well. We got C. Lou. He is a Christian gospel rapper as well. We got this amazing guy named Tagum. He has a very unique rap style, and I fell in love with him the first time I saw him perform because of his uniqueness. Mm-hmm. I was filming him, and you know how hard it is when we're videographers. You understand. Yep. It's hard for someone to be so dynamic that you just don't even want to record anymore. You just want to give them your full attention. He made me drop my camera.
Nice.
I was like, I got one song. I said, I cut it off. After that, I was just like, wow. I was so in awe of him that I have him performing. I have Abel Terry and C. Ricardo. They are, listen, let me just say this. Anybody that's coming to the award show, you want to get there on time because for one, we're starting on time and the intro performance is out of this world. I mean, nice. Let me just put that right there, and I don't want to give too much information away. But when I say you're going to be hyped up by the end of the whole intro performance, because it's going to be like 3 performances back, mm-hmm. all with the same theme. Trust me, you do not, you don't want to miss it for real.
So from what I'm hearing, this is not only an award show, but we're looking at this being like an overall experience. Like we're not going to get the same vibe that we would get at, the Carolina Music Awards or anything like that. Like you're bringing a fresh new flavor. You got different categories. It's not just all hip hop. It's not all gospel.
Exactly.
But it's all us.
It's us.
I think that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
In its totality. It's all us shining on many different levels.
It is very us in the beginning. Let me just
nice.
When I say this, trust me, it is super hype. We have also Juice Lord. I don't know if you heard of him.
Definitely heard of Juice Lord.
We got Juice Lord performing.
Juice Lord he's another one that I've seen a few of his performances, a few of his shows. Like that energy is beyond the roof. Listen, no ceiling with that guy.
None. Now I'm almost like, I just kind of want to sit back and be like this whenever he performs because I don't know what's about to happen. He's crazy with it. When he said yes, I was like, I said, you would perform? Are you serious? And he was like, yeah, you're my friend. I was like, yeah, but you're Juice Lord. I was like, yeah. Oh my God, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God. And then also from Sanford, originally, I don't know if he lived here still, but Felipe. And I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah, Big Phil. Yeah, Felipe. Yeah.
He is so dope.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. We got him.
Listen, I want to ask this question.
Yes.
Because we hear this a lot. So I'm going to ask you, you're a Sanford native.
Yes.
And you know about his music. Do you feel there is a similarity between Felipe's sound and J. Cole?
Yeah. Oh, my God. I was about to say it for you. Absolutely.
Why?
I don't know if he studied J. Cole or what, but to me, he is on that level lyrically. He is there, and his flow is amazing. I don't like I said, I don't know if he studied his style or whatever, but he does have his own flavor. Like I don't want to say it's like identical to J. Cole. And then shout out to J. Cole because he's from Fayetteville.
Correct.
So and that's right up the street. But yes, I look at him and J. Cole right there, lyrically, musically, at the same level. Like, so that's how dope I feel he is. And I was honored that he said yes to.
Nah, shout out to Big Homie Phil.
I mean, he's amazing.
A heavyweight for the music in this area.
Super, yeah.
Definitely one of the heavyweights.
Super heavyweight. And honestly, I mean, he really needed just all, and I was about to say he needed to be in California or Atlanta or somewhere. But at the end of the day, I really feel like we in not only North Carolina, but Sanford, we have a lot of talent here.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of talent, and I really want to help put that on the map. Let me tell you something. I don't have him performing, but Smooth.
Oh yeah, shout out to big homie Smooth.
Man,
Smooth
shout
actually did
him
the
all the way out.
Smooth did
All the way out.
the official theme song for the OnSight show.
Did he really?
He did.
Not
he
surprised.
Did. He blessed
He
us with that one.
super talented.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh, this guy's dope. Let me tell you something. You know, and I don't want to, you know, he talks about his journey, his weight loss journey publicly. So I'm just gonna say this. He was one of the people who actually turned in some music when I first started Onyx Urban Radio.
Okay.
And I saw his picture then. It took me a long time. It took me over a year to figure out that he's the same person. We actually met in person. He sent me in some music. This is like a year later. And I was like, wait a minute. This name sounds familiar. I did not know he was the same guy whose music I was already playing on the station.
Nice.
I was like, wait a minute. And I looked and I went to his Facebook and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, it's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
And I told him, I said, dude, I've been playing your music on the stage for like a year. And he was like, really? I was like, yes.
Well, I think that's just a testament to when you make good music and you support the ones that are around you.
He's so good. His production level is really good as well. And that's a whole nother thing right there. If I'm not mistaken, I think he produces his own stuff.
He does. He does. He's
production
a writer,
quality.
He's a producer. He's an audio engineer. Absolutely.
And also, oh God, I'm looking at him. He works with Smooth sometimes, and I'm T-Will.
Tyrone Williams. Shout out Southman.
Southman.
Another heavyweight in this area.
Super heavyweight. I have his music playing on the station as well.
Nice.
I am so honored by that. He is amazing as well. So it's just a lot of people here. Even in the categories of the people who are nominated. Tierra's nominated. Smooth is nominated. Pastor Joseph Green is not nominated. So we have a lot of locals who are nominated for an award at the award show. So I'm super excited and honored and humbled by this entire experience. It has took me through it. I am busy. I was already busy, but Lord, I have like no time.
What
like
category?
None.
What category are you the most excited about? Like what category was selecting the winner the hardest, because like the competition was just so close together?
Hip hop was the closest category. It was, I had a panel of people, professionals that came in and chose who they felt like should be nominated. Right. So there was that process first. And then it was a process of, everybody voting for their favorites. So all the ones that were nominated, it went to public vote. And then it was one day, one person was winning. The next day, another person was winning. It was just like, I was like, I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know who's winning. There's no clear winner. For that category specifically, and we did a whole month-long process of voting.
Okay.
Who ended up winning was not on the top at first. And I don't know if they did a last-minute push or what, but it ended up being this one person. I was just like, they deserve it, though.
Nice.
I was like, wow. Because I just, from the beginning, I was like, oh, this person is shoo-in. No. Like, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what's about to happen. It's crazy. And to be the only one that knows all the winners for months has been a challenge.
Yeah, I was going to say, how hard is it keeping that secret from everybody? Because, you probably got all the nominees running up on you like, yo, Lovely, what's going on?
I got a couple. That's like, look, just tell me if I won or not. I'm like, no, I can't tell you. It's hilarious. But yes, it's been really hard to keep the secret because I want to tell people. I'll be like, yeah, don't even get real excited, bro. Like, Yeah.
Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt.
I know.
It's gonna be beautiful. I think that's the best part of it.
No, it's hard for me because I know, and I'm just like, they're like, yeah, I'm about to get this award. I'm like,
yeah, but at the same time, time, they could look at it as they were nominated because artists are a dime a dozen. So for you to be in that, even if it's a pool of 100, for you to be in that pool of 100 people out of 5,000, that says something in itself.
Says a lot. So that says a lot.
Shout out to every nominee. Shout out to the the winners who will be announced on October 15th, and shout out to you and Urban Onyx Urban. Did I say it right this time?
Onyx Urban.
Onyx Urban. I don't mess this up through the entire interview. That's what makes it real.
A lot of people do
Onyx Urban Radio. Shout out to you and the entire Onyx Urban Radio team, the staff, the magazine, everybody behind everything that you're doing. Like it's been a blessing. It's been an amazing experience, and we can't wait for this award show. So plug it one more time. Let them know where they can follow you, all your social media outlets.
Okay.
When the award show is, where it's happening, give them all that information.
Absolutely. Okay, so my personal Facebook page is Lovely Alston. Lovely. Let me break that down real quick because people will be like, your name Lovely? That's kind of conceited, ain't it?
We do have to do this. We always ask what's the definition behind the name. So please give us the definition behind Lovely Alston.
My first name is Keisha. Okay. Keisha. Yeah. Anyway, it's Keisha. Keisha with the big, you know what I'm saying? My name, I was about to say I hate my name, but I don't hate it. It's just very common. So, my first name is Keisha. My birth middle name is Lovette. Lovette. My last name prior to marriage or, maiden name is Lee, Lee. Lovely is Lovette with the TTE off the end. Love Lee as my maiden name. Lovely. That's where Lovely came from. It is actually a part of my name.
Yeah, that is your name. So you didn't come up with a moniker. That is your name. That's what your parents named
my name. And then when I got married is where Alston came in at, of course. So I literally legally changed my middle name to Lovely. It's legally on my driver's license, on my social security card, everything. It's literally Lovely. So Lovely is my legal middle name. I want to break that down. It's not Lovely Lovely. It's Love Love space Lee Lee. So gotcha. That's where Lovely came from. So I am Lovely Alston on Facebook. That's my personal page. I have a more public page that I'm honestly hardly ever on. That's just Keisha Alston. I'm bad about that one. So I even say on that page, if you know me personally, go to Lovely Alston. And then I'll accept you there. You know what I'm saying? So that's on Facebook. Facebook, I also have Onyx Urban Media Awards fan page. I have Onyx Urban Media Group fan page. I have a Purpose TV fan page. Onyx Urban Radio fan page. So those are the fan pages that I have on Facebook. So I'm very active on Facebook. So if you are wanting to hit me up, Facebook actually is a really good resource for you because I'm on it all the time. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me think of my handles. On Instagram, it's Onyx Urban Media. On TikTok, it's Lovely Alston. I didn't mean to, I didn't kind of know what I was doing when I signed up for TikTok because I'm 47 and I'm still on the borderline of this social media stuff.
It's
right?
A lot, man. It's a bunch of different platforms. Yes.
Oh my gosh! So when I did it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then next thing you know, I was up, and I was like, oh. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I just left it like that. So Instagram, I have a Twitter. I have my social media manager working that. So I think it's Onyx Urban Media Group. I don't know. And I'm sorry.
No worries. We'll put all the links on the screen. By the time we get to this point in the interview, we'll make sure all that information is correct.
Because I'm like, I don't know what it is she's doing.
It's a bunch of them.
I'm not a fan of Twitter. at all. My one is Facebook. I have to make myself go on Instagram. I have to make myself go on TikTok. So I'm like, Keisha, you have to work them all. I'm like, oh, okay.
I tell myself the exact same thing, and I'm the opposite. I would always, I guess because of the music video, I would favor Instagram and then post all of like my family content on Facebook. But now I'm just like, it's too much work. I don't even want to do it.
I hired a social media manager because I just couldn't keep up with all of it. And her name is Martina Barnett, and she is amazing. If you're looking for one, Martina Barnett.
Go ahead and get that plug in, Miss Barnett. We might be giving you a call here at OnSight.
Listen, I'm serious. She is really, really good. She's very thorough. She reminds me of me as far as her being thorough and just like, all right, I got this going on. And I was like, you do it. I like, because I'm like, look, I trust you. Like, I don't want to, like, that's why I hired you. Right. You go ahead and do it. She was like, I just want to make sure you got, I'm like, I appreciate it. But girl, you do your thing. And so she's amazing. Platforms. Okay. I have 3 websites. I have www, of course, OUMG, which is Onyx Urban Media Group .net. Everything is .net, nothing is .com associated with me. So that website has literally everything that I do on it, like everything, my photography, my videography, my services, my prices on those 2 things, because I still do weddings and commercials and the whole 9 yards. Also, there is, you can see my magazine on there, and also my radio station plays on there as well. So if you want to know all things Keisha Lovely Alston, then www.oumg.net is the best place to go. I do also have just a dedicated website for Onyx Urban Radio, which is www.onyxurbanradio.net. Everything's spelled out. And then also for the magazine is www.oumagazine spelled out .net. So OU for Onyx Urban, and then magazine .net for the magazine. And yeah, we are always, looking for people to advertise on the magazine, and also to be featured. We're always looking for people. And then I have a team of writers, so it's not always up to me. But if you are anybody interested in being featured on the magazine, if you are an artist and you're an indie artist and you want to have your music play on the station, please hit me up. There is a link on there's a box where you can hit the play button. You can hear the station live. Right below that is where you can actually submit your information and submit your music. So yeah, just go to onyxurbanradio.net and go ahead and submit the music. I would love to hear it and put it up on the station. Now, Onyx Urban Media Awards, on all the platforms you can find out about the award show, but it is October 15th, which is around the corner. Oh my God. Here in Sanford, North Carolina at the Spring Lane Cinemas. We got one of the biggest theaters that they have here. It is going to be a ton of performances. There's a VIP/media room. There's red carpet. And there is like a whole backdrop thing. So it is formal. It is a formal event. So don't come in no tennis shoes, no ripped up jeans, okay? No, this is black tie. So we come in our best, not even Sunday best, just best. Okay, so we are trying to really represent for us, for the Black people. For us, this is us. It's Black excellence on a high level. Okay, so that was a goal for me. So definitely dress to impress. If you want to come, there's links on everything I have going on. To the Eventbrite for you to purchase tickets as well. So definitely, again, that's on Eventbrite, Onyx Urban Media Awards. Everything is under that tagline. If you want to go just to the Eventbrite, platform. And then last thing is there is an after party that is going to be in Greensboro. I decided to have it in Greensboro because most of my clientele and a lot of people that are coming to the award show actually live in Greensboro. So I'm having it at Elm Street Lounge, which is one of our sponsors. And so is Spring Lane Cinemas. They're one of our sponsors too, which is big. So Elm Street Lounge is literally on Elm Street, downtown Greensboro, and it's going to be hosted by C. Ricardo Briggs, which is also going to be one of the presenters and also one of the performers. So it's going to be lit for real. Like it's going to be a whole night, a whole experience. It's not just going to be the awards, but it's going to be these performers. When I went through and try to decide on who I wanted, they're the people whose songs I enjoy, some of them the most on the station. And they are on a high level when it comes down to their live performances. So trust me when I tell you, you do not want to miss this show. It is huge. There is going to be a lot of stuff on the screen that's going on, and just trust me, you don't want to miss it. Trust me. Don't be like, okay, oh, I'll go next year. You can come next year if you want to. That's great. No, you don't want to miss this one. Trust me. And please be on time, because what's happening in the beginning, I promise you don't want to miss it.